Number of recovered cases crosses 20,000 mark. Discharge figures exceed the number of new COVID-19 cases 2 days in a row. Country reports highest 49,310 new COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours. 9 trucks of Red Cross relief material flagged off by President. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman holds a meeting with officials of ministries, central public sector enterprises, reviews capital expenditure situation. Nearly 28 lakh people affected in 26 districts of Assam, 2,300 villages submerged while major rivers continue to flow above danger level. And major landslide on National Highway 40 near Umyam viewpoint, no casualties reported. Good evening viewers, welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Sangeeta Bhattacharjee, now with the details. In the Assam Corona update, in spite of a constant rise in the number of COVID-19 positive cases, as a ray of hope, the number of recovered cases crossed the 20,000 mark. Second day in a row, the discharge figures on July 23rd exceeded the number of total new COVID-19 cases reported in the state. Till now, the total cases of COVID-19 stands at 28,791, out of which 8,019 account for active cases. 20,699 cases are recovered, while the death toll stands at 70. Meanwhile, in another development, the Deputy Commissioner Office Kokrajhar has been sealed for 2 days after an office staff and a security guard tested COVID-19 positive. In the Northeast Corona update, the region shows an ongoing upward trend in new COVID-19 positive cases, with Nagaland reporting 63 new cases and Mizoram 6 new cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. According to data in Assam, total cases stand at 28,791, recovered 20,699 and death 70. Arunachal Pradesh, total cases 991, recovered 334 and death 3. Meghalaya, total cases 534, recovered 78 and death 4. Manipur, total cases 2,115, recovered 1,466 and death 0. Mizoram, total cases 332, recovered 183 and death 0. Nagaland, total cases 1,174, recovered 530, death 0. Sikkim, total cases 460, recovered 122, death 0. And finally, Tripura, total cases 3,656, recovered 2,072 and death 10. In the national corona update, according to official data, the highest number of 49,310 new cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the country in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of cases to 12,90,284. However, in a simultaneous development, a record number of 34,602 cases recovered in the past 24 hours, which takes the total cases of recovered to 8,17,738. This is the highest number of recoveries in a single day since the outbreak of the pandemic in the country. Presently, the total number of active corona cases in the country is 4,40,135, while the nationwide death toll rose to 30,657, with 740 deaths registered in the last 24 hours. Maharashtra leads with a total of 3,47,502, followed by Tamil Nadu, has a total of 1,92,964. In the latest on corona from across the world, total number of active cases stands at 1,56,72,297, with 95,58,927 recoveries so far, and the total death toll crossing 6 lakhs. United States still leads with 41,70,274 total COVID-19 cases, outnumbering Brazil, which accounts for 22,89,951 total cases. President Ramnath Kovind flagged off 9 trucks of Red Cross relief material today for people affected by flood and COVID-19 in the states of Assam, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. The relief materials will be further carried by trains to concerned states. The relief supplies include tarpaulins, saris, dhotis, cotton blankets, kitchen set, bed sheets, surgical masks, PPE kits and gloves. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan, who is also the chairman of Indian Red Cross Society, was also present on the occasion. Till Till date, Red Cross distributed nearly 10,000 tarpaulins in the state of Assam, providing shelter to at least 45,000 people. In a step towards technology-intensive surveillance program, today in the Assam Secretariat, Chief Minister of Assam and Assam Environment and Forest Minister handed over the surveillance drone along with an advanced anti-depredation quick response patrolling vehicle to the Environment and Forest Department of Assam. It is believed this will definitely boost the field morale and capacity of the staff. Legal advisor to the Chief Minister Shantanu Bharali, Principal Secretary of Environment and Forest Department Avinash Joshi and Chief Wildlife Warden of Assam Mahendra Kumar Yadav were also present in the program.
So, a drone driver or one publishes a Ami Aru and a drone prostitute or a process.
The Kambilaki Agitari for Okoman.
Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman held a meeting with officials of ministries, central public sector enterprises to review capital expenditure situation. She said the better performance of central public sector enterprises can help the economy in a big way to recover from the impact of COVID-19. During the meeting, CPSEs discussed the constraints being faced by them due to COVID-19 pandemic. Sitharaman said extraordinary situation requires extraordinary efforts and collective efforts will ensure better performance to achieve better results. While highlighting the significant role of these enterprises, she encouraged the enterprises to perform better to achieve their targets. She asked officials to monitor the performance of CPSEs in order to ensure capital expenditure of 50% of capital outlay by the end of second quarter of this financial year. The combined capital expenditure target for 7 central public sector enterprises is 24,663 crore rupees. There seems to be no respite from the flood situation in Assam. Nearly 28 lakh people are affected in 26 districts of Assam, while over 2,300 villages are submerged under flood water. Surging water disrupted road, embankments, culverts, bridges, and in some places the water has touched the rooftop of houses. Along with floods, land erosion also took a serious turn at several places. Over 1 lakh hectare of crop areas are submerged in the flood. 2 persons lost their lives today, taking the death toll to 95. Reports show many rivers in the state are still flowing above the danger level. Due to incessant rainfall this month, the water levels at Umiam have been rising alarmingly. However, active intervention from the authorities at Meghalaya Power Development Corporation Limited MEPDCL at Umiam has managed to ensure that any potential danger is averted. Floodgates were opened multiple times this month, with the state receiving copious amounts of rainfall. Guidelines have also been issued at the district level to block development officers, deputy commissioner and Dorbar Shnongs. MEPDCL has also been sending SMS alerts to villagers regarding the water levels and water release timings, as these parameters are monitored every half hour. A major landslide occurred yesterday on National Highway 14 near Umiam Viewpoint. The slopes along the road have become prone to landslides, thus presenting cause for concern for commuters and passers-by. No casualties were reported in the incident and traffic has resumed along the highway. In a press meet today, in view of an unfortunate incident which occurred on Thursday where a differently abled child was beaten up by police personnel in the city during the curfew hours, Assam DGP Bhaskar Jyoti Mohanta urged the people not to misunderstand the Assam police, as this incident does not showcase its true characteristic. He reiterated the fact that in the last many years, the state police force have been supporting more than 1,200 children who might have lost their folks due to murder or may have been serving sentences in jail. Meanwhile, he also informed the media that so far 1,046 Assam police personnel have tested COVID-19 positive, out of which 730 have recovered, while 313 numbers are undergoing treatment. The DGP also paid homage to the 3 police personnel who succumbed to death due to COVID-19.
Assam Policeor Iholila Hambaran Korise, Tekhetlugol Horesor Nath, Nayak Rajesh Narjari, Aru, Mohila Constable.
In the MBOSE SSLC results declared recently, the overall pass percentage of the state has come down to a mere 50.3%, More worrying is the fact that no district from the Garo Hills region has reported a pass percentage of 40 or above. Responding to the situation, Meghalaya Education Minister Lakman Rimboe informed that the state government last year had carried out an assessment of the low pass percentage of the schools in Garo Hills region in the secondary school leaving certificate and higher secondary school leaving certificate exams. Rimboe said that the report suggested that the poor performance of these schools is due to poor infrastructure and the lack of good quality teachers. He has further called for support from various stakeholders to streamline the system. As part of the launch of the expansion of the National Cadet Corps in India's coastal and border areas, an event was organized to mark the occasion for launch of expansion program in the Northeast under NER Directorate NCC on 24 July. Bholajar High School, Uparkuti, Baksa was the beneficiary to be proudly associated with the out-of-turn allotment of NCC Air Wing from 50 Air NCC Squadron under the realms of NCC Group Headquarter Guwahati. The event was celebrated with minimum fanfare due to the ongoing COVID issues, with the Group Commander Brigadier J.C. Talukdar handing over the flag and certificate of Air Wing to the Headmaster D.P. Bhagjain. The headmaster of Bholajar High School paid tributes to the NCC fraternity for facilitating inclusion of the border area school into the folds of NCC, which will certainly go a long way to nurture patriotic fervour in the northeast border areas. Considering it once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to wipe out many maintenance areas and take up the execution of new work without affecting the train services, the NF Railways launched girders of a new 6.0 wide FOB foot-over bridge at the Barsoi station under Katihar division of NFR on 23rd July. This new foot-over bridge will fulfill the long-pending need of passengers travelling to and from Barsoi station. This new and wider FOB will help passengers to cross over between platforms easily while boarding, deboarding trains towards Katihar end of the platform as the existing FOB is towards NGP end. 4 girders were launched by taking help of a road crane. Senior railway officials of Katihar division were present at site monitoring the entire launching operation and ensuring completion within the scheduled time frame, maintaining all COVID-related precautions. And to end the news, the headlines once again. Number of recovered cases crosses 20,000 mark. Discharge figures exceed the number of new COVID-19 cases 2 days in a row. Country reports highest 49,310 new COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours. 9 trucks of Red Cross relief material flagged off by President. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman holds a meeting with officials of ministries, central public sector enterprises, reviews capital expenditure situation. Nearly 28 lakh people affected in 26 districts of Assam, 2,300 villages submerged while major rivers continue to flow above danger level. And major landslide on National Highway 14 near Umiam viewpoint. No casualties reported. Well, that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.